I
Good.
had, I guess, so last night I went to the Balboa Theater in San Diego, and they were showing the Lon Chaney Phantom of the Opera like in 100-year-old theater with
Wow.
like a organist, they had like a
Incredible.
live organ player, and I didn't realize how integrated that system is into that theater. There's only like five of these organs in the whole world,
Yeah.
but there's like percussion. It's almost like a primitive like keyboard, like before we the way the system works, the way the organ works.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's like one person commanding a live orchestra. So that was super cool. Is the Phantom turns 100 years. It came out in 1925, so it's going to be the 100th anniversary next year. It'd be cool to see like a Phantom maze next year, or like
Yeah.
a maze with all silent characters like the Phantom, Nosferatu, maybe London After Midnight, because that's like a lost film, and it would be cool to do like a maze version of that because that monster
Yeah.
is terrifying.
So I have a Lon Chaney box set that has sort of a somewhat reconstituted version of
I've
like
heard of that.
events in
Yeah,
London after midnight. It's heartbreaking because you get every sense that that was a fun movie. Todd Browning directed that, by the way.
cool. Yeah, Freaks, Dracula, right?
Yeah, and you think like, wow, this was probably pretty impressive. Now there is what is essentially a remake of that, which is The Mark of the Vampire with Bela
Uh,
Lugosi.
yeah, I've been circling around all this stuff, but I haven't gotten around to checking it out. So,
You need to see it because vibe
is it
wise, it's
cool?
perfect. It's good for Halloween. Well, I think it's fun. Now,
Okay.
I have to say, it feels like it was rewritten during production, and it has an ending that's unexpected, and I'm not sure where it came from. And Bela Lugosi moves through the movie like he's been shot, like he's got an injury on his temple that's never explained. So there's a little bit of mysticism and mystery to one of they. But I thought it was a fun movie. I still think it's a fun. I mean, Turner Classic Movies, if they screen it on Halloween or the week of, it's gold, and that's part of the lineup every year.
Cool.
So I would say see it and have fun with it. But you and I, like as being pragmatists, probably think of things the similar way of like, is there a scene missing here? That is there
Yeah.
something that was cut out? And you have to wonder. And what's sad is in those days they didn't save a lot of that or even document it. They would just
Yeah,
toss
just
it.
chuck it. A lot of
Like
old stuff doesn't survive like that. What what all the prints didn't they get destroyed in a fire or something like that? It's a lost
of
film. Is
of
it
London
right? Is it?
after of London after midnight.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so. Now that's the rumor. However, and I know from my time at Warner Brothers in feature development, prints have been known to show up. We I worked in John Milius's office. We had Chuck Heston in there who was in Major Dundee, and Milius was grilling him for missing prints on Major Dundee. And Heston said none exist, but some were found later and installed in a new director's cut. And my wife was credited in, I think, Cinematographer magazine for finding the missing reels of the Wild Bunch
Mm.
in like a basement storage facility the studio rented and probably didn't even know they had on their like budgetary real estate list. She was like digging around and found the missing scenes reels for the Wild Bunch that were edited into that director's cut.
Oh,
So she
cool.
made the news for that. So sometimes when people say it's damaged or difficult to find, I'm sure it's, I always joke around with Mark Marshall, who was Spielberg's assistant, because we talk about the missing outtakes of a film he worked on, The Goonies. And I'm
Oh, like
always
the
like,
octopus scene and all that stuff, right?
yeah, I'm like, where
Yeah.
is that stuff? And he's like, oh, it doesn't exist. I'm like, it's in Donner's garage. Like, go through his
It's
estate.
just sitting
It's
there. Yeah.
yeah, because I think a lot of times it just gets shipped to the director or producer, and they forget they have it, and they don't
Yeah,
care.
people have a bunch of stuff and it just ends up wherever. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm convinced that there is probably a print of London After Midnight that exists somewhere, but it's in like Cecil B. DeMille's like great granddaughter's garage because she doesn't know what it is or something like that. You know, it was
Holding
gifted
up the
to
leg of a couch or something somewhere.
yeah.
Just, just like
Todd
a
Browning. Todd Browning took a print home to show his friends, left it in a closet. The house was sold, and you know who knows. And also all their like secret fireproof like vaults for these things because it would burn your house down. You know, it could be buried under someone's floorboards. But look for a London After Midnight discovery at some point. I think you'll get it.
yeah.
And it's going to be in some, excuse the pun, uncanny place. It's going to be in one of those. It's going to be like someone's going to come out. Like, don't look for it at the theater, at the studio, because like clockwork, every 20 years we have a fire conveniently.
Right, right.
And then we have the new sets. Thank you, insurance companies that we've always wanted. I don't know how that happens, but it happens. Now I'm going to watch. Watch. I'm going to go to Universal. My pass won't work. All of a
I
sudden,
know mine too. Oh no.
Hello, this is Richard Ashton. You won't know me from such TV shows as Outlander, Vikings, and Doctor Who, but I would like you to know about the search for a cure for NMOSD, and with it, a cure for cancer. Go to the Goethe Jackson Foundation and donate today. Thank you.